Muslim, Christian, Jew, Hindu, Buddhist, and atheist one too, and all in between. This is for the absolute, positive, good God and truth to you from the inside out at 360 degrees. You know, fools don't see it. They're blind with their biased faith. But the state of one more positive, to always cross yourself preset that way when you feel all negativity, right, is the only way you can add up, stay, or be good as truth, lasting consistently bigger and better than any of that negativity. To cross one more positive than negative always with your matter is the only light, joy, warmth, good of God as truth, holy with spirit, all will ever know or be. It's the state that all embody a matter of shape, form, and mass, of atoms crossing and bonding are stated good to the truth of God of their shape, form, and mass, only crossing to an absolute bigger, better here and now than all negativity. Jesus said, where two or more come together in my name, I am there. Where two or more atoms cross and bond, one more positive than negative, they make the good truth of God of every shape, form, and mass you can think of. Not to exclude every dimension of time and space you can think of, and every shape, form, and mass of the God, of Allah, of all, for everlasting peace I am. Holy, with the spirit of God, of all I am. To cross one more positive than negative is the substance, durability, and solidness. It is the value and volume of the bonding atom matter that you are. All atoms, creation of existence, right, are only one more positive than all negativity that could destroy them, male, or they are a female atom that can crisscross negative with negativity to the reality of their bonds and their shape, form, and mass, splitting and becoming one holy nothing of more positive and good bonding atoms. And in reality check, every time you cross negative with negativity, you cause the neutrons from the point of the electronegativity of you, right, to take on energy, to mutate. Now, a neutron is never neutral, and if that neutron isn't stabilized, its matter isn't stabilized by the higher power of the proton, it becomes unstable. Either it'll turn into a proton itself, which is still just negative of a neutron, or it will cause the matter of the neutron to mutate with energy, okay? And within your body's bonding matter, every time that happens, right, more negative than positive, it's no good as truth. And when you cross negative with negativity, that's the incarnate of the he shafting devil of you. The Shiva shafting devil of you. Shiva shafting devil of you. Y'all ways of faith. See? Adam's way of faith. Eve's way of faith. Y'all ways of faith. It's a Jewish jip on all things good as truth to the absolute bigger, better of them here in reality check. And like I said, when you cross negative with negativity, right, it's the incarnate devil of all things. I mean, to be negative with negativity is the devil of them. And it causes wherever that negative energy, right, the electrical field, the electron field comes to the point, right, of that negative energy, right, and you absorb it, right, more negative than positive, it causes the neutrons within your body of matter, right, to become slightly radioactive, and you become a Shiva shaft, a She-Eva shaft, a She-He shafter from the mind through the body to the world of a biased, bad, evil, sinful way, which is all just a bunch of negative stuff that you need to bring back more positive to only add up good as truth, the only way you can be absolutely bigger and better here and now. Listen, this is a more positive universe, so says the here and now of us, right? All you are of atom matter is made of male atoms bonding more positive than negative to keep you here and now. Now, anywhere creation of existence, things are more positive than negative. They are stated good as truth of their matter, and their matter can only cross bigger and better to the reality check of their here and now shape, form, and mass, good as truth. And if it's a man or a woman, you can't suffer out of existence. You can't decay, disintegrate, or die of Christ crossing that rightful, truthful way of the Adam man, God, king, full thief of all mankind's negativity to one neutral, nothing, just negative of my here and now. I absolutely positively am. And again, God is the good of all, okay? Even if you're an atheist, right? You say, the peak of all things good, right? That's the God of them. Oh, man, that's God, that's good, right? Well, as truth, that can only be Christ-like to you. One more positive than anything negative about it, right? That's the only good feeling as truth of anybody, of anything. And it's the only absolute bigger, better, here and now of all matter than all negativity. To cross with faith is a biased, foolish way, right? And this biased, foolish way of all faith states that things cross bad, evil, and sinful. And those things are blind leading blind, and they're all a lie on the good of God as truth of you only coming back bigger and better to the here and now of your reality check. Because if you think the world crosses bad, evil, and sinful, you have no mind, right, to just take all that negativity always and bring it back more positive to keep you good. And wherever your mind isn't stated that way, it's a bias. And that bias can only be stated through faith. And even if you're atheist, man, if you're not stating more positive than negative, knowing that's the only good truth of you, man, crossing you to a bigger, better here and now, alive and well, you're just a blind, leading blind, full of faith. And that's a fact of God, check. Like I said, you know, they talk about parallel universes and multi-world theory and wave field collapse. And, you know, I like to think that wave field collapse is this, man. If you're not stating more positive, right, than anything negative around you, right, and you're going through life, right, and the electronegativity of time and space is hitting your matter and you're absorbing this energy, right? Well, in reality, if that negativity hits you too hard and you're already negative yourself, it's the one nothing of you. The wave field has collapsed. You hear what I'm trying to tell you? And the reason why none of these parallel universes or multi-worlds exist is because we are in the ultimate reality, meaning this is the reality in which all things are stated. And I'll show you how I know this. Okay? An atom, again, is only more positive than any negativity that could destroy it. Even a black hole can't destroy a male atom. Okay? So, anywhere in existence, it's not stated that way, right? As it's matter, here and now, right? It can't exist. Well, all these parallel universes and all these multi-world theories, right? And all these different realms, right? Well, they can't exist. Because in reality, the only thing existing here and now, right, is more positive than the negatives of it. To keep it good as truth, as the absolute bigger, better here and now of it. And that's why all these dynasties and all these civilizations have come and gone since the beginning. See, when Adam took that nutty, fruity faith of Eve, it was a bushwhacking snake, a she-he shafting snake from the mind through the body to the world on all things matter, good as truth of the God of them. And that she-he shafting devil, right, was a blind perspective on reality check. See, all things good of God, as the truth of them, have to come to the reality check of you, right? More holy with spirit than not. Or the good of them ain't there. The God of them ain't there. The truth of them ain't there. Just a whole bunch of negative she, he shafting of the devil of them is there. And fools may not believe it, but I'm going to keep it real with you. If you cross negative with negativity one too long, right? Devilishly delusional with the hells of you, right? It'll eventually, like all things negative, be the absolute one nothing of you, the neutral nothing of you here and now, right? Forevermore, for your shape, form, and mass. Just infinitely negative of it, right? With the she, he shafting devilish hells of you. And that's a fact of God check, man. From the full thief man, God King, triple male, Adamas man evolved, evolve all I am. That's a fact of God check. God, truth, a reality check. Peace.